Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video it's an epic battle of picking the best legendary champions in the game. Me versus none other than YST. How are you doing, man?
How's it going? The last video we just did was eventful. I didn't expect it to go like that, but I'm scared to go for round 2 now with some different rule sets here.
It was. I don't know, did you probably, I think you were getting a haircut this morning or something, did I hear? Were you out?
Yeah, I had to quickly. I was doing the video for the breakdown for
I saw
was it the Path of the Spring, whatever it's called, the bunny rabbit, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if you saw my one, but I had a really nice drawing. I think you'll like it. You can check.
Oh, is it one of those Picasso ones again?
You could say that. You could say that.
So what you could do is I'll give you my address. I'll get it. I'll put it on my wall.
Oh, you're going to regret that, my friend.
I just have a Path of the Spring event on my wall for the rest of the.
Oh, you're going to regret saying that. Oh, Lord. Okay, so what we're going to do today then, we're going to be picking top 10 or so-ish legendary champions, each the must-build legendaries. I think we're going to have quite different approach, actually, from a little bit of banter beforehand. And yeah, you guys can vote in the comments below who you think picked the better set of legendaries. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll throw in some bonus points as well. We'll have a bonus point whenever one of us steals a champion off the other, and so on. So yeah, maybe a bonus point for the ugliest champion, bonus point for the best looking. We'll see. We'll make it up as we go. YST, as the guest, would you like to would you start us off here?
Yes, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna try and cut you off. I'm gonna think about which kind of champions you like. Straight off the jump, I'm going for the Duchess. I think Duchess is, yeah, she's really, really good, man. And you got Duchess, right?
Duchess. I pulled all my shards in Duchess 10x. Of course. Listen, I don't have her.
I said that knowing you don't have it. I'm just trying to rub it in your face. Well, Duchess is a really good champion, Nubs. She enables so many compositions in arena, live arena. Probably one of the most bannable options, to be honest.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah.
But yeah, jokes aside, she's really, really powerful, man. Like damage mitigation, we got revivals, perfect veils. There's just so much to a kit that's just so desired by all players out there. So the block debuffs as well, the increased attacks. It's just, what can this champion not do, right? It's just busted. But yeah. Duchess, definitely my number 1 pick, I'd say.
Yeah, she's got to be. Okay. All right. Well, I went in a very different direction with this list, so we'll see how this goes for me in the voting. I went with physics as my first pick.
Oh,
not quite on level of Duchess, but okay. Hear me out. Comment section. Wait. Don't vote for YST yet. Hear me out. No, I think physics is genuinely, she's a lock-in champion 9 months in. I think that genuinely she is one of the best champions most people get on their accounts. Like, for where you get her and what she opens up for you to do. Like, okay, if you're a mega whale, it's totally different, all right? You're gonna have tons of champions, but if you're free to play, if you're low spend, she's absolutely massive for an account. AoE attack with a provoke and shields herself on a 3 turn, then AoE with decreased speed ally protection on a 3 turn, tons of turn meter steal on her A1. What she opens up for you, she's like key, absolute key to obviously Dark Elf faction crypt, which is big for getting your Lydia and progressing in the game that way. She's key to Doom Tower Hard. She's in so many of my budget Doom Tower Hard teams because this kit is just insanely good for it. She's so good. Hydra, she's criminally underrated as for getting into Hydra with the provoke. Obviously the AoEs, AoE decrease speed, keeping your team alive, ally protection as well. She's insane there. You can build her for damage. She can farm Nightmare Campaign if you want to. If you're like, I've beaten all that stuff and I don't need her in one of my 3 Hydra teams somehow. I've beaten Doom Tower Hard. You're like, you can farm Nightmare Campaign actually really quickly because she's got 2-3 turn AoEs and hits hard. This champion just does so much. And yeah, I think she's actually, for most people, like I just don't see for 99% of people how you get this champion 9 months in and she's not like, boom, I'm building this champ right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. She's really, really strong. Do you know what she did for me? She's so strong for this, right? She gave me a +2 Lydia.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good too. That counts.
No, jokes aside, like she is a really strong champion. I still use her a lot. Like consistent provokes, decreased speed, and ally protection. I actually need to use her in a Hydra team one time. Whenever I'm using provokers, I usually use like Bivold or Coroners. But I might try out Physics sometime. See how she is with the decreased speed. Yeah. It's a lot in one kit.
For people watching, actually, I was in my Razzlevark showcase. I think she's the perfect combo Razzlevark, right? Because he puts out the leech, which helps her stay alive, and Hydra is her weakness. He brings increased speed, she brings decreased speed. It's like really, really good combo right there. But yeah, all right. Next up, then, I had to sell that one hard. It's your go.
No, that was a good one. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna go for Mariska.
Oh,
Yes, I'm a big fan of Mariska. She's for live arena, right? She's just so, it's like cheating, man. Like sometimes I feel like I've lost, and then she's like, "Nope, you're not done here, YST. You better keep carrying on till 30 minutes goes." It's the way that her passive she's got like an active effect where if you try to bomb your champions or place a poison, she puts the block damage up. She revives all dead allies as well whenever this champion's killed. It just comes around so quickly. She's got cleanses. She's got heals. She restores max HP to counter like Life Harvest Blessing. There's just so much to her kit. Even the A1, ally attack A1. So if you get killed with like, I don't know, my Duchess dies or something, and you've only got 2 nukers left, every single A1 is just a nuke with like a Kandrathon or a Leorius. It's busted, man. It's such a busted champion.
Does this have a cool? This doesn't have a cooldown, right? This part, the revive. Does that just happen every time? Or does
it feels that way. It doesn't feel like a free turn cooldown to me when I'm using it, but I might be taking free turns. Who knows?
Yeah, because there was one time I did lose to, obviously I've lost to Mariska a bunch of times live arena, but there was one time where I think I killed her and then whatever, I don't know, she got revived and then revived everyone. I was like, wait, I thought that had a free turn cooldown.
What I think it does, maybe people in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. I think because it's on a free turn cooldown, when you kill her, it takes it to a 2 turn because you've just used it.
Oh, right.
So I think maybe when we're in live arena, she's taking 2 turns and then she's dying again. Yeah. So it might not be every single turn, but it could. I don't know if I'm honest. I just let her revive me, to be honest.
Yeah, she's so busted. It's not even funny. Not even funny. All right. Well, let me go for. Okay, next up, I'm gonna bring in. It's gotta be Mitrala. I went for another free champion here. But I think like top tier champion from Hydra, of course. So it does take a little while to get her, but Mitrala, she's one of the best champs in the game. She's got really big cleanse with strengthen and a shield buff. And with her passive, right, because she gets her accuracy turned into resistance, she's one of the few champions in the game that just has like unbeatable resistance almost in arena. Like you can maybe get through it if you've really stacked accuracy and an increased accuracy buff. But other than that, like you just can't debuff this champion. And then she comes in and cleanses your team and saves them. She's the AoE Hex, increased defense and attack, the poisons. She can petrify enemies as well, which is huge. So I think for arena, she's obviously great. She's absolutely insanely good for Hydra itself. Like top end Hydra now, because of the Hex buff. It does so much extra damage. And obviously keeping your team alive. Iron Twins, she's amazing. Just anywhere where you're taking lots of damage or where Hex is good, this champion is, she's a beast. So yeah, I think everyone who gets, like there's no one who's got Mitrala and it's like, hey, you know what, I'll just stick her in my vault. Like everyone's gonna build her, right?
Yeah. Nah, she's one of my favorite champions on my account, 100%. I use it everywhere. Iron Twins Fortress, Clan Boss team sometimes. Hydra Boss probably my main place at the moment. Yeah. She's really good for Hydra. Really good.
Nice.
All right, so I feel bad. I'm picking out some really like big choices here, right?
All right.
I'm gonna go with someone that's free on my list. Oh, she's lovely, lovely woman. She makes some good soup if you go to her house sometime. Yeah, but one for me is gonna be Lydia the Death Siren.
Ooh, good choice.
You gotta let me know when I'm countering you. By the way, I need those points.
Yeah, that you just stole one off my list. She was next on the list.
So, Lady the Death Siren enables 2-1 clan boss teams, drop defense, weakens, strengthens, poison sensitivity, block buffs. I can just sit here for days and just read out her kit, guys, but it's such a crazy champion. And even in live arena, I'm seeing it come into fruition with the passive, right? Like when you try to revive and then she denies it and revives her own champions. It's just such a busted skill, and I found myself actually banning a Lydia over some top tier champions out there because if you get nuked and you try to revive, you can be in a sticky situation there, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, she's really good. Yeah, she's a no-brainer as well, right? The reward for beating faction wars. Yeah, everyone who gets her is gonna build her. Even just enabling as well seer compositions, right? Putting out the buffs and those debuffs, so good, so strong for things like Hydra, Doom Tower waves. Yeah, just all the dungeon farming waves, etc. Pretty massive. Yeah, I like it. Good pick. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, we're running out of free champs here. Let me snap up another one quick. It's gotta be Arbiter, right? Still relevant in live arena, surprisingly. You do see Arbiter picked up quite a bit. And I think that even more so, I think we move into gold live arena eventually. It's ridiculous. It's a bloodbath in silver at the moment, guys. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh. The Krakens can't even get to gold quite yet, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Arbiter comes in as that reviver, but bringing tons of turn meter and bringing the increased attack. Crazy speed aura for arena. She's actually a really good champion in general. Like if you build her in a not arena build, she's actually insane for Hydra, but she's just kind of squishy for Hydra if you don't have her in like regen or something. But yeah, she's actually super good. She can do a bit of buff decreasing. The weekend on the A1 actually great. I know you've used her in that with like your Nishak Bommel strategy.
Yeah.
Like this champion, yeah. She's an early one for people to get as well. You can probably get her in maybe 3 months or so. I don't know if you're really focused nowadays. But yeah, Arbiter, she's real good.
Yeah, I remember when I was first. How long did it take you to get your first Arbiter? Do you recall how long it took you?
Oh, you know what? It was actually, and you know, they did the recap video for us. I think it took me at least 6 months, probably. Maybe
I think
7.
it took me much longer. I think I was stuck on like, because I was playing from like nearly 4 years. I was actually shocked. When I was watching the recap, it said I started playing in August 2019. I thought it was more 2020. So I've been playing longer than I thought, but I didn't even look at the milestone rewards back then. There was hardly any videos. I was just playing the game, just trying to like max up my kill and stuff for like 2 months.
Some of our viewers weren't even born back then, dude.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Well, to be honest, my daughter wasn't alive when I started playing, and she watches me, so that's true.
It's actually true. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, what's your next pick then? What do you got?
Next up's gonna be Pythion.
Oh no, you stole another one for me. This is bad, man.
Getting us bonus points here. Let's go. Feeling good today. All right, Pythion. I don't know. Like he very reminds me of a Duchess, kind of, in certain manners because of the passive, right?
Yeah.
What makes the passive different compared to a Duchess is Duchess's passive is mitigates AoE damage. Pythion can mitigate single target damage because it's just allies receive less damage, right? And it scales up to 25%. But when we're thinking about the go second arena teams in live arena or classic, and the amount of buffs you're going to be having in those comps, you're mitigating so much damage. Put him in Stone Skim, let him revive in like a double revive comp. He's just so good. The cleanses, the block debuffs. He's just a nuisance to face, right? And he's so tanky as well.
Yeah.
And even just carrying it, like on my free-to-play account, I use him everywhere. He carried my whole Doom Tower. Amazing champion, man.
Yeah, he's my boy. He's often my first pick in live arena, actually.
Really? Yeah, he is for me as well. Yeah, he's my main pick.
Yeah. He's top tier. Okay. Oh, you're putting the pressure on me now. I'm getting squeezed here. Okay, let me go for everyone's favorite champion. I know I see lots of comments of people saying they love to fight against this champion in arena. It's never frustrating at all. It's gotta be Ultimate Death Knight. This guy, he's a beast. He is a beast. I know everyone hates him. Everyone hates him for good reason because he's so strong with this passive. You know, I saw the most annoying team in live arena. Let me show you that. I think I have it here. Oh my god! Shout out to whatever this guy's name was, if I can find him. He might have left.
Record us victories. My god, Nubs.
I've been doing good, but this one right here, this fight took me about 20 minutes. Oh my! I was like, please just leave. So this was what's it? Let me move you out of the way. Shout out to Jason P. For this.
Jason P.
So what he did, right? I drafted Lil Miss Annie. I was like, yeah, great, I'm going to kill his Duchess, his Pythion, no problem, this is cool. And then he had Ultimate Death Knight and Helicath. I banned his damage. So he had Ultimate Death Knight with 0 speed, and then Helicath puts out block damage. So all of my single target stuff, so all of Counterfawn's single target stuff, right, is just going into Ultimate Death Knight with block damage. Mm-hmm. And his Helicath was so fast that the block damage was almost never off Ultimate Death Knight. That's,
do you know what? Helicath is a champion I've seen in live arena a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Like I faced a lot of him and he's annoying to face because the block damage for 2 turns and it comes around like it's on a full cooldown unless he's in refresh or something. I don't know what's going on. But Helicath's a pain, man.
Yeah, but yeah, if any of you guys do have Helicath and Ultimate Death Knight, the two together is actually super good. But for Ultimate Death Knight just on his own, like with the passive where he's 100% chance to redirect single target hits to him, you put him in Stone Skin, you make him super slow, and he blocks all those single target damage dealers for so long. He puts out like a pretty good shield and continuous heal for your team as well, protects them. He's just very, very, very strong protector. He's very strong against a lot of those meta champions like Rotos, etc. In the arena. So he's very good there for attacking those teams. Like offensively, he's very good in live arena. That's just a pretty safe, supportive pick for your team. Yeah. Apologies for promoting Ultimate Deathknight because I know everyone hates him.
Raid's gonna give you a sponsor now.
That'd be nice.
Clip it out the video, give you a couple grand so you can buy some shots.
Yeah, we should just quit doing Raid videos so we get sponsored to promote Raid. We'd make more money.
That's a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah.
Not more money. We don't get no money for sponsoring Raid. All right. So next up for me is going to be Hakuna Matata. Do you know who that is?
I do. It's War Mother. No, it's Uko. Mighty Uko.
Yeah, Mighty Uko is a phenomenal champion. I think he's one of the most used champions in live arena. Probably one of the most banned as well. Put him in a stun set. He's a pain, man. It's like, just stop attacking me, Mighty Uko.
Yeah.
But it's so good. He's got like attacks all enemies, places the block buffs, decrease accuracy. He's got revives all Deadeyes as well. Sometimes I forget that he revives. Like I'm facing I'm facing a team with like a Duchess around. Like, if I kill the Duchess, I'm good here. And then the Mighty Uko's like, oh, there we go.
Yeah, brings back with block damage too. You're like, okay, well, she lives then.
But not even just for arena, like everywhere he's good for Hydra Boss or what you name it. Just such a versatile champion, and I'd put him up there in for me, I think Python's the best fusion in the game. For me personally, but I put Mighty Uko up there as well, like top 2.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's way up there. I would love a second Mighty Uko, to be honest. I'd love one just pure arena, and then I'd love a second one to put War Master on him for like Hydra. That'd be cool.
Who do you think is the best fusion that's come out? Just personal preference. It doesn't have to be like the best skill set.
Probably Python. I think Python. Yeah, Python. He's actually like the more I've used him, he's just impressed me more and more, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah,
it's just one of those simple but effective kits, right? He's just so powerful, man.
Yeah. He's gotta be up there. But yeah. All right. Okay. Let me steal one off you. You surely got picked a champ like this. I gotta go with Prince Kaimar.
Yes. Oh God. Okay.
Steal. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, he stealed it.
He is good for the live arena stuff. Still, he is still good for that. But even more so, what I think is huge for him and makes him a must build and an account changer is the full reset. Right, that full skill reset. So in particular, when you look at Seer, you can use Renegade for some other champions, but Seer's cooldown is too long to be fully reset by Renegade. But Kaimar can do it. So he opens up just very clean, very quick speed farming teams for Doom Tower bosses, for dungeons that you can't do without him or Yumiko, right? You need those more powerful resets to actually pull it off. So yeah, I think that makes Kaimar insanely good. And then he's also very, very good in arena with the buff strip in this. He struggles a bit, obviously, with Sheep and Stone Skin get in the way, but hey, it's still a thing. And the reset is just very powerful for arena, plus the speed aura as well. So yeah, again, he's probably a lot of people would consider him to be, one of the top 2 or 3 champs you can pull from the Ancients and Sacreds. After he's got to be up.
No, I agree. He enables everything, right? It's like when you pull a Seer, and then when you pull a Kaimar, you could beat every dungeon pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so off the back of that, I'm gonna head into Yumiko.
Oh, I like it.
I actually did a video on her yesterday, and no one wanted to watch it. I was like, oh. I know why, because not everybody can get Yumiko. It's a boy legendary, right?
I've got her though.
Oh, you got one.
I do.
How did I not know you had a Yumiko? She's great, man.
Yeah.
But basically, Yumiko, why I like Yumiko a bit more than Kaimar is just, like you mentioned earlier, it's the polymorph. Like, the chance to sleep your Kaimar is an absolute pain, man. Yeah. And just being able to just go through, reset the core. It's like a Warlord, a Kaimar. You smash their heads together and made this A3 because you're resetting and also increasing cooldowns and all allies. It's just bonkers, man. And then she's got that, do you know the Hex, right? I believe that if you place the Hex on a Mortu Macab, you can, if he does the block revive, it sends the block revive back.
Sometimes it does. Yeah, there's some weird interactions. Yeah, I don't know if it like always happens, but I think it can. Yeah.
But it does. There's some times where like Mighty Uko, he stuns me and he throws the stun back. Or there's stuff like that. Or in the hard mode dragon, throwing all the poisons and the weakens back. It's just such a phenomenal champ. Do you know what it is? It's the passive as well, where she's immune to debuffs under Perfect Veil. So if you pair her by herself, because it's at the start of the round, or if you've got another Perfect Veil champion like Rector Giraffe or a Duchess, it's just like you can't even debuff her as well. It's like it's so powerful, man.
Yeah, it's big. It gives her that protection from things like, Torment or Hegemon or whatever that might try cut in.
Yeah,
she's real good.
But I guess off the back of this, maybe not as a choice, but just a warlord in the same one if we're speaking about resets.
Yeah.
It's a very similar thing, right? But I feel like I've got oh, you haven't got the war. So warlord for me is one of those champions where I'd say in my speed teams I use a warlord. In my more actually no, I still use it in both speed teams. It's a weird one. Like for him, he reduces the turn meter, and I think that's so strong.
Yeah.
They've got their ups and downs, right? It's like which one would you rather use? But I think Yameiko's the best one out of the three for resets.
Yeah, I'd say overall she is. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I think Warlord's pretty nice for live arena too, just because he, the heal and the block debuffs is quite nice in the shield.
I underestimate that a lot, I think. I'm so glued on to taking that turn and blocking the cooldowns, I kind of forget about the shields and the block debuffs and stuff. But yeah, different in their own rights, right? I guess.
Like I haven't got to play with him yet, so I haven't got to compare. But
wait, have you got a Kaimar, right?
I've got Kaimar, yeah. So
do you do that strategy where you do the resetting of the Yameiko?
Oh, that's so good, yeah, because they can reset each other's skills. It's busted, dude.
I do it with a Baron, right? And these teams I can never beat up in like the top end of or top gold, early platinum.
Yeah.
I'm just like wrecking through those teams. It's disgusting,
Let's
man.
find a team that doesn't look too strong to attack. Here, hang on, like this should do it.
Yeah, it's like with the Baron, it's the worst, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Baron that would be pretty cool.
It's like you get like on the video I did like 5 resets of Baron's nuke.
Oh, she's stunned. Well, we get to see it working.
That's the mighty Yuko, guys.
Now we got the hex out, but we've reset. Here we go. If Yumiko gets in here first, we'll see. Yeah, okay, Yumiko's gonna get in. So look, she's in again and she's reset them again. And then Kaimar strips them and sleeps them again.
It's just consistent lockout, right?
Yep. Silly. Oh, we've killed one of them. Oh, we got.
You really like Supreme Helhane, right?
I do. She's a really good nuker. If she gets a turn, that is. There we go.
Oh, look, there we go. Target change. You see that, guys?
272k. We'll take it.
That passive is clutch, man. Like in live arena, if a Yameiko slips in, they could be in trouble, man. A lot of trouble.
She's like one of my favorite 5th picks. It's like, oh, you think like you're getting in. They're thinking about which of my champions they're gonna ban, and it's like, bam, Yumiko, and it's like, okay, well, we got to ban that, don't we? So, yeah. All right, nice, good pick. Let me pick a YST classic champ here for my pick here.
Oh,
let's go with our boy Nishak Vermin.
Oh, you robbed the spotlight from me. Another point for Nubs.
Yes, excellent. All right, yeah, this guy, he's a monster. Again, another top tier fusion with the AoE bombs, and he decreases the duration of the bombs, the decreased attack, triple bombs potentially on the A1. The bombs doing more damage against bosses. Fantastic. He turns the bombs into poison. So obviously you're infamous at this point, I'd say, for the Bommel solo strategy, just blowing up Bommels super fast with Nishak, which is insanely good. I'm using him at the moment in like a dragon duo. So dragon hard, him plus Elva. And they just, because he puts out so many bombs and poisons, he just does all the damage. It's ridiculous. He can solo a bunch of the dungeons as well. If you put him in regen, he can solo them too. Great arena champion too. He's very strong.
Getting through that stone skin with the bombs is like whenever I face a UDK, I actually bring in a Nishak Verminlord because he just ruins them. Like if you go first and you put the bombs out and you just do that extra one where he just kind of depletes one of the turns, the second that any of those targets take a turn, it's finished. Right? So yeah, really good for that.
He's so strong. So yeah, this champion, he's an absolute monster. Again, one of the best fusion. Yep, I like him.
Do you know what? I might start using him in live arena, you know.
Yeah, he's really good. I've lost a couple of times like to a last pick Nishak. You're like, oh nuts. Like I gotta ban this champion, but then Nishak gets through and you're like, oh, I got it. Like he can't take a turn. Because if he takes a turn and he gets bombs on me, I'm in big trouble. Like any of the
because you're famous for stone skins, so bomb champions, you don't like those, right?
No, I do not. And I don't have any resistance on my like champs anymore either.
You got 2 turns like this with it. Please don't hit me.
You see, my problem, he's obviously weaker against Duchess, right? But like I don't have Duchess, so like he can weak hit Duchess, but like I've got Elva and Python. They both got what, like 300 resistance or 350. So like if Python gets in. Oh, I shouldn't say this in the video. I gotta be in trouble now. The strat's away. All right, what's your next pick, man?
All right, so next up for me is gonna be. There's some champions I want to see, but I'm just trying to keep this to the higher echelon. We're talking about the top of the top here. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Valkyrie.
Ooh.
I think Valkyrie deserves the list.
Okay.
One of only 3 counterattack champions in the game, and in my opinion, she's the best one. That's out of those bunches. And Raid, if you're watching, please. I know there's going to be one art guy from the art team just randomly watching a Nubs video today. Please give us another counterattack champion or draw one up on the sly or something. But I would love to see a Void one, wouldn't you? Like a Void counterattack.
We'll definitely have one at some point. We've got to have one.
Oh, can you imagine? We're seeing this now. It could be the next fusion, man. Like Void counterattack.
Void counterattack. No, it's free to say one for Fire Knight.
Oh, you never know, though. You never know.
That'd be
But
cool.
yeah, so basically, why Valkyrie's so good is because 1, she's not on my account, so she must be good, and 2, she's got the shields, right? The shield is humongous, and in live arena, she's an absolute pain as well. So not just a clan boss champion with counterattack, but you can build her with so much defense and just nuke her as well in the arena. So
Yeah, she's a great pick. Yeah, definitely for live arena, being able to double dip a bit as like a protector that can also do pretty good damage. Yeah, I think that's pretty sick.
The passive as well, like, is very underrated, the way you can manipulate the turn meter with the buffs and stuff. So in those teams where you're facing an arena and they're placing multiple buffs, she's going to cut in, put out that shield, put out that counterattack, and then, well.
Yep, agreed. Okay, right, let's, I think I've got one pick to match you now, and then will we do like one more pick each? The video's quite
I think
long.
so. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
quite long.
It's quite long. Oh man. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to up my game here for these last two. I feel like I went with too many free to play friendly, so let's go full pay to win here.
Oh,
Whip
you
out
got
the
another
Acrizia.
point. No.
Let's whip out the Acrizia.
I'm whipping out the Wolverines now.
Oh,
You've annoyed me.
Wolverine. Yeah, Acrizia. What is there to say? Like the best boss killing champion in the game. Double AoE max HP nuke, literally twice as much damage as Royal Guard or Husk can do. Of course, he's got max HP, double hit, single target here with the turn meter, steal. And yeah, same thing here. Half damage from AoE attacks because she's not OP enough as it is. Yeah, this champion for Hydra, basically almost every single boss in the game, is top damage while also being super tanky. She is like top damage by a factor of probably about 2 to 3 times as much damage as the other damage dealers usually. She's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no, most busted PvE champion in the game. 100%. Yep. It's just, there's no doubt about it. And joy is these sorts of champions I don't ever think about pulling, and then one day it'll just hopefully pop out, and then
Yep.
It'll be good. Have you got Prisya? Have you got her?
Oh gosh, no.
Your Hydra teams would be all over the gaff.
Yeah, it's almost like she's almost too strong. Like you pull her, it's like, well, Hydra's just done forever. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Almost. All right, one more pick each. I can think of about 10 champions that we haven't mentioned.
I've got a few on my list, but I'm not gonna say them all. I'm gonna try keep this.
Pick just one.
Oh, there's a few, man. I'm gonna go with Georgia the Breaker.
Ooh, I like it.
A bit of a spicy one.
Yeah,
I think he's an absolute pain, man. Yeah, the Nutcracker. He's actually up for a 10x at the moment. If I had the shards, I think I would have went for it. But with Georgia the Breaker, he smacks so hard. Like, how can you make a champion that does that? It's like, I can have the most tankiest champion in the world.
Yep.
I might as well just have no gear on them if Georgia hits them. Pretty much. I'm wasting my gear. I can just, put it on someone else. But is this a champion that you struggle with in live arena? Because I do a lot.
Yeah, I can do a little bit. Yeah. He's not, I don't know. He's not the worst, but like you always have to be afraid of a Jorgid. Like whenever Jorgid comes in, it's always like, uh-oh, do I need to ban this champion immediately? Because he like you said, he just hits so hard.
What it is.
And he's got to ignore Stone Skin as well.
Yeah, the issue is it ignores Stone Skin, so you can do whatever he wants, and then it's the extra turn mechanic, because you know you're going to kill someone. If he didn't have the extra turn, I'd be like, oh, it's like a decent damage dealer, you can control him. But if he gets through, he gets your Reviver in the one slice, and then he goes into the AoE and kills all your nukers. So, it's nasty, man.
Yep.
Damn.
He's a beast. Okay.
He's like the legendary Gembo, that's how I look at him, because he does the extra turn thing and all that stuff. I don't know. It reminds me of it.
Like I like we mentioned Supreme Elhain. We saw her bit in an arena fight there. He's like Supreme Elhain 2.0. He's like, I do everything she does but better, basically.
Yeah.
Which made her kind of a weird fusion, I thought, in a sense. I was like, man, I really like her, but she is just Jorgid but worse, which is kind of, it's a weird one. Okay, man, there's so many here, so many to pick. I'm trying to think of like, should I go for, what do you think? Should I go for the champion I think is the most OP, or should I go for the one I think will get me the most votes? I think they're two different things.
Okay, I think go for the one you think will get you the votes, and we'll both say who we think is our most OP afterwards, because I've got one in my head.
Okay, right. So the one I think will get the most votes from me has got to be Krisk. I think this is the one people want.
Good one. It's a good one.
You see, I think that's the one that people would be like, this is the one people would say, I can't believe they're not on the list. But yeah, Krisk, obviously, amazing passive with the decreased defense attack, extending buffs with ally protection and healing himself. The provoke, the increased speed, increased defense, AoE decreased speed. Everyone knows how good he is for Hydra, for Demon Lord, Clan Blast, just as a general carry throughout the game. Just protecting your team and crowd controlling, all that good stuff. Krisk. Like I said, I think this is the one people would be like, why is Krisk not on the list? Because I remember we did a video before, right? And people, we picked our top 5 or whatever, and people were like, we can't believe you guys didn't pick Krisk.
I guess this one's more of like it's a personal list, right? Like just champions that we kind of value very high in this game. It's not like, bottom to the T, like, these are the best champions, get down, Valerium's at your door with like a big samurai sword.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Inquisitor Shamael shows up with his AK-47 disguised as a crossbow. from the epic best
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Channel. Yeah.
Okay, so who did you think was your most top tier thing, your OP one?
That we didn't mention is Taurus.
He was on my list. I ran out of spaces.
Ran out of space, but Taurus gotta be the best arena damage dealer. He's just ridiculous. So stupid.
I'd say up there would be, just for like quick fire honorable mentions, I'd have said Baron would be one, and then the Roto Siphi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they didn't make the list. That's nuts, isn't it? I feel bad for putting physics in now, dude.
Yeah, do you know what it is? You could have covered them all, but you wanted to go more like accessible and stuff. So
I did. Yeah, I went accessible. But let us know. You guys can vote down below if you're like, we appreciate the accessibility. You can give me a pity vote, or you could vote for YST. It definitely had the better team.
Nubs, I'm going to give you the opportunity because of I know everyone on your channel was, you kind of came after me in your confession video and stuff. So I'm not going to let you do the outro of go and subscribe to YST. So go tell everyone not to subscribe today. That'd be nice.
Yeah, everyone, do not subscribe to YST. He has more subs than me. This is unacceptable. Just terrible content, no creativity, no originality, no original teams, no helpful content for free to play, even end game players. Just probably the worst content creator I've ever seen. And we also definitely did not do an epic version of this video over on his channel, which is not in the description or comments down below. There you go.
I definitely, and on my channel, I did the opposite of that, guys. He's a bully. I thought we were friends, man. And then when I watched your confession video, I had to get the tissue box out. I was wiping my eyes. I was like, hey, man, I've helped you too, Nubs.
I was like, getting the tissue box out. I was like, man, how raunchy was that video? Oh my.
Put me next to you right now because we need to do something bad to you now.
Worried. Okay.
Don't worry, no. I need you closer.
Okay. We've cropped.
That's it. No. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no. This is the end.
Got the Genzen sword.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.